So find out where people are moving and buy land. That's good old Roy Rogers. He, and the other thing is tenants pay off the property for you. So, having free and clear property. Our typical investor is going to buy up 10 properties over 10 years and pay them off over 20. And then they're going to have quite a nice portfolio that will amount to typical purchase prices of what we have here in Austin, and be amount to about $3 million free and clear. And guess what? Somebody else paid that off. So that's one of the cool things about real estate is that you can own it and somebody else pays it off for you, and eventually you end up with positive cash flow. We won't get into a lot of the tax benefits. That's for another webinar, but there's some great tax benefits with regards to depreciation write-offs to shelter your current ordinary income. There's 1031 exchanges where you can buy more property and not pay taxes on the gain. You defer it, and so, but we won't. If I have enough time looking at the clock, we'll be able to go into that on some of the slides towards the end. Okay. This is another interesting slide that's actually made me a lot of money over the years, because I started doing seminars in California and about where that peak is here in early 2000s, and actually this is the peak in 2005. Yeah, it was 2005, 2006, and I was telling people in California with the blue line that eventually this market's going to adjust. And for those that would have sold here at the top and then bought in Texas, they would have done really, really well. And the same thing kind of goes back here. You could 1031 back in year 2000, but you can see Austin's market is much more stable. You have your ups and downs, but you don't have the huge swings like you do in California. Actually, right now you probably see this line go back straight up, which in California. And so the first time in a long time where both markets are actually appreciating, accelerating at the same time. So we'll get this updated for 2013 on our next presentation. So we're still undervalued. Great place to be. High quality of life, affordable. They're not only are people moving here, but companies, full-on companies are moving here, especially from states that have high taxes like New York and California, where also we have great schools here, and so we find that a lot of people and companies are like, wow, they can get my kids can get a great education, and I don't have to pay for private schools. I don't have to worry about the schools running out of money like they are in California. The other thing,
ESPN just announced today that the X Games are coming to Austin.
So the X Games,
4-year contract.
So X Games, that's really exciting. Austin is the live music capital of the world, and so it's the third coast, as they call it. You have West Coast, East Coast, and the third coast. It's live music everywhere. And, just my daughter, who's just 13, she turned 14 today. She got a record deal, and she played 2 different live events last weekend. So, to be able to go out and play live, what a cool thing to do. Also we have not only the X Games, we have the racetrack.
Well, it's at the racetrack.
Okay.
It's going to be.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Circuit of the Americas.
Circuit of the Americas, yeah, the Grand Prix. Is it Grand Prix? Formula One race.
And they have all kinds of concerts out there at that.
Yeah, some big names out there like Kenny Chesney and some big names out there. So also we got the capital of Texas, new Apple facility that's bringing in 3,000 jobs. That's being developed right now. In fact, if you go to Google and Google Apple Jobs Austin, you'll see my video about the new Apple facility. It's actually 3,500 jobs, and of course all the music that goes on. So it's just a lot of fun to be here. Major employers include all these. I don't want to read through them. You can read through them yourself. But Whole Foods being one of the poster childs for entrepreneurship. That's another thing about Austin, Texas. There's a lot of entrepreneurship, a lot of venture capital, a lot of people, a lot of CEOs live here in this area.